Hello, YouTube subscribers. This is Gloria, Gigi the Crochet Queen, and I just wanted to come on and go over some basic information regarding crochet, the yarns, needles, and anything else I can think of while I'm talking. But if you're into making baby blankets, I use usually this Bernat Softy Baby. It's really nice. It's a 3-weight yarn, and the suggested hook size is a 4mm, which is a G hook, and you can see how small it is. This is a Susan Bates. I usually use my clover hook, but I can't find it right now. It's on some project that I haven't located yet. And you can see how small it is compared to a larger hook. This is an M hook. So you can see the difference in the size. This is a clover hook also. And also another 3-weight yarn is the Cupcake by Lion Brand. And I love these because they have all these beautiful colors. And you can see the difference. It tells you how the colors go. So if you pull it from the middle, you're going to start with the purple. If you pull it from the outside, you're going to start with the gray. And that also has a 4mm hook size. And then let's go to some cottons. Cottons are different. This is a Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, and it is a 4 medium weight yarn. It is mercerized, which means that it has a little sheen to it, compared to this Peaches and Cream, which has no sheen at all. And this ice yarn, another cotton, it has a sheen to it. And this is a 2. This one is a medium 2. It's very small right there. That's a 2. And let me see. The recommended hook size. Now this has 3mm. So that's a really small hook. And let's go on to some 4-weight yarns. Caron Simply Soft is a nice 4-weight yarn. It has a little shine to it, so if you want to do something dressier, this is a good choice. And yesterday I used the Studio Classic. This is a 4-weight yarn, which is soft, but it's thicker than this Caron. As you can see, it's thicker than the Caron Simply Soft. And then we have Red Heart yarn. This one is soft, but it's not as soft as this. And when you're buying yarn, you definitely want to look at how many yards or millimeters are in the yarn, because that determines, if you're doing a big project, how many skeins of yarn you're going to need. I say skein, some people say skein, same thing. That's what I was taught how to say it. That's the way I say it. So anyway, moving on. This is recommended size is an eye hook. And this skein of yarn has 364 yards. And if you look at some of the yarn covers have a project that you can do. And sometimes when you open up the label, it has the pattern inside so that you can make that pattern using this yarn. Of course, those are not the colors, but it's still the same type of yarn for this pattern. Another thing you want to be sure, this one has no dye lot on it. Some yarns have a dye lot. So if you're doing a huge pattern, you want to make sure that you have enough yarn to complete it if it has a dye lot, because You may not be able to find that dye lot. You might run around from store to store trying to find that dye lot. I had that problem years ago when I did a blanket for a friend of mine. She wanted a blanket big enough for her queen size bed, and I was doing the shelf stitch, and I bought a lot of yarn, but it wasn't enough, and I had trouble finding that dye lot, and unfortunately I could not find the same dye lot, so I ended up having a blanket that had radiance of color, but it was the same color, but you could tell that there was a different yarn used for the different areas of the yarn. Some other things you may want to get, definitely you want to get your needles. There's all kinds of darning needles. They have the plastic ones, the steel ones. I like the steel ones better because they don't snag. You can get, for bigger, thicker yarn, you can get these with the, see the loop on it? It has that loop. So you can just stick the yarn in there and be able to weave in your ends. I suggest, if you are new to crochet, that you don't go out and buy everything that you see that everybody uses. I would suggest, if you want to try out different needles, it's not needles, different hooks, that you choose one hook. And I always get an H hook, because an H hook is, you can do a lot with it. But I would get that. And go to friends. If you have friends that crochet, ask to use theirs so that you don't waste your money. Because although it's not like golf or tennis, that's a really expensive thing to do, it can become expensive. These are some pom-pom makers by Clover. I love them. Some people don't, but I do. Some people can make their own pom-poms. I just use these. And there are 4 sizes to them. So, here's the big one. This is a little one you can make for, if you're making a hat for a child or a baby, you can make a little pom-pom. Then you have the next size up. Then you have a medium size. They are nice. Always have you a good pair of scissors. I still have these. You want some good sharp scissors so that you don't snag your yarn when you're cutting it. Also, what's good to have if you get into making wearables, you always want to have some kind of a measuring tape. I got this from a conference. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And this tape measurer has the inches and the centimeters on it. So this is the inches and then the centimeters. Good for measuring. And if you're looking at that jacket in the background, that is from Little John's Yarn. That is her crochet sweater coat. I did it just without the hood, but the pattern has a hood. I'm in Florida, as I said, so all that stuff I really don't need because we hardly ever have really cold weather. And when we do have it, it's only for a couple of days, maybe a week. And usually we all are like bears. We hibernate because we hate the cold. So that's where that came from. And I want to show you a vest that I did using this cupcake yarn because I think it's fabulous. So hold on. So I am back, and if you see in the background, this is a vest that I made using the Lion Brand cupcake, and as you can see, those colors are awesome. I love, love, love this vest. And I think her name is Kiki Crochet. I think that's her site, her YouTube channel. You can go and find that vest on there. So If you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe and like and give me a thumbs up and comment and tell me, give me any suggestions that you think will help me with this channel. I'm still learning. I'm a little nervous, but I just wanted to be able to show you some of the things that I work with. I have tons of yarn. I really need to get it organized, so I will not be showing my work area at all until I get it organized one day. And I just wanted to also show you my t-shirt. I am a big, huge Prince fan. Very sad that he has passed, but I love, love, love my Prince. So until the next video, I look forward to your comments. So have a good day. Bye-bye.